I mean, I figured out how to get it to automatically record tournament demos, but outside that, this is new territory for me.
So, I apologize if this is a little bit rough. This is the first time I've ever done a map review, so hopefully it goes okay.
My login expired. Oh, gross. Okay.
Let me know when you guys have that going.
I'm sure you guys are gonna get real annoyed by this detonator noise.
You can do, let me see here. S&D_ restart in console. That'll fix that.
Remember, boys, no tall hats. Don't let that sniper peek your ass.
Alright, so, you guys all tuned in?
Hold on.
Okay. Oh, there it is. That's not any annoying. I thought there was like some ambient noise. I guess that was something else entirely.
Um,
That was just ambient. I just reset the ambient, so I'm fine.
let me know when you guys are ready.
Alright.
Alright, and by
We'll
here...
Alright. I guess that works.
Gotta type in my funny token.
Alright.
So I can do the stream, because it expired. Oh, this is fun.
After the first review or two here, we'll have things down to a science. I hope.
The immortal science of Marxist-Leninism.
Oh god. Anything but that.
Ooh, I wonder if I can jump to there.
Alright.
Maybe.
So, while we're waiting here, Windex on this map and on product, I think FaZe mentioned it earlier to you, but make sure you're running the Iron Bomber. The reason for this is that, well, on product, there's the rock, and teams used to hold right behind the rock with their back to house, but what used to happen is you'd fire pipes over, they'd roll around, they'd miss the combo. With the Iron Bomber, you could just hit the back of house and they'll drop right on the combo. So they can't hold there anymore so long as you run Iron Bomber. It's the only viable holds Cliff and Pocket. On this map too, it might just make it a little bit easier to hit the combo behind Obelisk, but that's about it.
Right, I mean, I have been kind of keeping my ear on the ground on that, and that's kind of the reason I know the Iron Bomber is has basically replaced stock, because the ability to control where the grenades go.
Yeah. And we've lost CD. Oh dear. Oh no, CD's back.
I got the stream up. It's
awesome.
not it's in the BRB screen right now. So I'm gonna send it in general chat, I guess.
Alright. So
there's my Twitch.
Alright, so let's get started here. So everyone tune in either on stream, if you're watching Windex's stream.
Wait a second.
Then Windex, make sure you're in spectate and watching me. Otherwise you can tune into me streaming on Discord here.
Yep.
Should I not be just like in the game?
Let me just go and out of my...
it'd be preferable if you were spectating me, just so you could see what I'm doing.
Alright.
So, what we'll go over with first here
Alrighty
is...
then.
So, unfortunately, I have a better grasp here on product than I do lakeside, but I think I've got a pretty good idea of this map. So, at the beginning of the game, what everyone's going to want to do is crouch. Everyone except the demo. This will allow the med to get an easier beam on the demo, who can then drop a sticky and jump to the door. lay a sticky here, jump here, lay another sticky, and come over here to mid, where he'll start fighting with the other demo. Windex, what you're going to want to do is you can get some nice spam over here without ever peeking, because combo is going to be behind obelisk, and you can also just start spamming here halfway. And that'll let you keep from peeking the sniper, because the sniper's probably, how the rest of this is going to work is sniper and flank, which will be scout, engineer, and sniper. They're all going to roll out here to ruins. Sniper will be posted here, just watching into bathhouse, as engineer is going to probably pop down a mini here, and soldier is going to jump from down there up to here, and everyone's just going to start contesting bathhouse. I'll probably come here and help you guys fight on the flank as the spy. See if I can get some like revolver picks. And what's up?
Yeah, I'm just trying to. So my goal is to go like through the tunnel.
So yeah,
we're fighting in bathhouse primarily.
Yeah. So you, NG, so scout, NG, sniper all roll out through tunnel.
Okay.
Sniper will probably be posted up in ruins, because you can see pretty much the entirety of the point, and also you can help assist the flank as they're fighting. To take control of bathhouse. Bathhouse control is primarily how you win team fights and win the map, or one of them anyways.
I can possibly.
Once you push into.
You first.
Okay, I was gonna say, once you guys push into bathhouse, let's say you get a pick and you can move in. You can place like DD. You can place like a mini over here by the lantern. That's a good spot for it. If everyone's, let's say there's a push on the point, you can pop a mini right in the center of the doorway, and that's pretty good. It'll watch people coming in, and you can also pull some of the fire off the combo and harass, let's say, the demo. So that's pretty good. We'll go over bathhouse a bit more later. The soldier will be rolling out with a combo here. Pretty much everyone else is just gonna be rolling out main. Soldier should be whipping the heavy till you get through here, and then he's just gonna rocket jump up here to come assist the flank.
You mind showing me the demo loadout rollout, but a little bit slower, so I know where to put the stickies?
Sure. So to start, you'll just be back here. You're gonna just place a sticky. I think kind of place it behind yourself and just do a. I'm bad at it, but you'll just do a crouch jump forward. You want to land somewhere around here. Place a sticky right outside the door. Hop to the doorway. And place a sticky down here, and then just hop over to mid.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, that's fairly simple.
Yep. Now when everyone gets, so once you have like let's say your mini down, and what you could do, I mean, you could stay to help assist with the fight, but the other thing you could do is just jump down here, place your telly over here by the ramp, and then drop your dispenser. Let's say the mini goes down and you're over here, you could also just drop a mini right over here in the yard. That's a pretty good spot anywhere right in here, because it'll deny bombers. But primarily, you don't really want to be assisting us here in yard. Just to mention, I have this marked as lobby on the callout sheet. We're going to be changing that to yard because that makes a little more sense.
Right.
So then pretty much you're going to rotate back over here and play with the rest of the flank CD for most of the game. On the mid fight, pretty much which side we play on. Demo is going to be a little bit all over the place. He'll be probably just spamming over here and then rotating, doing some spam, just going back and forth. And oh, I blanked on what I was gonna say. Oh well. Oh, which side we play on primarily if we take the point will depend on where the sniper. Because if the sniper's over, let's say in ruins, then we can push from right side. If the sniper for some reason were to roll out, let's say bats, or wind up on like disco floor, which is
Phase 4.
Disco floor is over there.
You can call it
And
dance
that's
floor or
bats.
disco, as long as it's dance associated.
Yeah. So Yeah, this is you're still kind of visible this way from dance floor and bridge, but if the sniper is on bridge for some reason, you can roll up this way. And if you hug the wall, you're kind of okay, sort of from dance floor, not really. If we get a pick in the mid fight, let's say we pick the sniper, or maybe the flank gets a kill and they can move in, or somehow we manage to pick a combo member, then we can all just push in and play a bit more aggressively. And maybe too, we could have, if the flank wins, maybe an early bomb from the soldier wouldn't be bad. If they get a pick or a couple picks on us, we'll just fall back and try to play this a bit more passively. And just hold it on obelisk. Heavy's gonna, what Heavy's gonna do is he'll just be playing here on obelisk, spy checking, and just holding down the lobby a little bit. Let's say we pick their sniper. What the Heavy could also do is come and play head glitch, because the only thing they'll see is the head. You can just spam from here, but that's not great. You probably don't want to do that all that much, and only ever if the sniper's down. So let's say we win the mid fight and we have advantage. We can play a bit more aggressively. On this map, you never really want to be forward holding too much. Like, you never want to, let's say, I've seen teams do this where they come up and for some odd reason they're holding like ruins or bats. You don't really want to do that. They could literally just walk around you.
Right. I might consider doing that just to near suicide rush the sniper at the scout, but that's kind of because.
Well, if you can avoid dying, I would. King of the Hill, the last thing you want to do is bleed players.
Right.
So, if you can get a pick on the sniper, that's great, but for the most part, you don't really want to be dying.
Right, so I might consider just doing the flying guillotine and,
I would definitely run guillotine and rap assassin. Just pestering people with bleeds on this map is pretty great. It's really open, so you have a lot of great opportunities for just
right. I'm a little bit attached to the atomizer, but the flying guillotine I have practiced with, so I can definitely switch the bonk off for that.
Yeah, I don't think in King of the Hill you'll probably never want to use bonk. You always want to be running like pistol or guillotine.
Right.
So, what was I gonna say here? So yeah, if we're playing a bit more forward, what we could do, is play. You never want to play more than like up here. This is about as far as you want to go, unless you're gonna confirm a kill. Let's say like we take the point. They're all here in the yard.
Chase.
Yeah, I mean, if like Charizard, if you can like confirm a kill down there, or like the soldier can confirm a kill, that's phenomenal. But
outside that, basically, that there's like a wall.
Yeah,
there.
otherwise you stay
Kind of wall
here.
there.
Yeah, and we just sort of hold and float around point, you know, and you got a lot of great cover. I mean, if sniper tries to go over there, you just stay over here. They can't see you. And you know, and otherwise you can kind of hang around this area if he's on ruin and he can't see you. So that's pretty good. Sniper, if we have the point, this is very important. The sniper needs to be on the point. So he'll be up here aggressively watching, let's say, under baths, or he can peek, look over at ruin, and just stay with the combo, kind of. And that's great for him too, because he gets protected by like the pyro and everything. So if we lose the point, we just fall back to the main. Pyro. So Rice, your main goal is to stick with Drafty and keep him alive.
Stay with the combo.
Yep, and that would be a prime time too for Spy to just
Spy spot.
I mean, yeah.
Spy will decloak on that box there
Spy
too.
Sits on bats.
Oh
and
yeah.
pops people with the fucking
That's a unusually unchecked spy spot a lot, so make sure you check that to the left there.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
the
Spy will decloak there too.
Spy, I mean, I'll go into this more later, but Spy is always around here. So you try to back out, Spy will just drop right down and boop, you're dead. So you got to be really conscious of that. But you'll just pull out with the med, And then if we have, let's say we have Disad, they're holding the point. There's a couple options, but primarily we're probably going to build in Aladdin. So right over here, we'll just stick with the med in. And we got a few options here. I think what we'll do probably is buff the sniper and see if he can get a pick. And as soon as he has a pick, then what we can do is either roll out from underneath bats and try to retake the point. Especially if he gets the sniper, then we can definitely roll in. And otherwise, maybe the sniper could stay over there and we just quietly rotate to main and then get a pick, especially depending on when the sniper is. During that time, NG and Scout, they're gonna still be coming up here.
So
They're still gonna be going to ruins because their flank is 100% gonna be in this area. Or just waiting for the moment when they can drop on us. I mean, if you're in Aladdin, a big thing is you can get easily bombed by like a soldier.
right, I figured.
is
So it sounds
unfortunate.
like I'm going to be. Sounds like my main area is going to be
So-
ruins on our
Well,
side.
no, not exactly. Scout is on this map is very versatile. So you're primarily flanked in a sense, but you're gonna be doing everything. You're kind of like the cleanup crew. So basically, what was I thinking? Oh, here's the other thing. Let's say they're aggressive on point, and we need to get that pick to get in. The other thing we could do is buff scout, soldier, sniper, and NG, and have them rotate up here. Because this is a great angle. I mean, sniper can get a nice shot from up here, and the scout and NG can just protect the sniper.
Right.
And you get, I mean, if the sniper's in ruins too, which I don't see why he would. He'd probably be on point.
Right.
You can get him too. So that's the main strategy. I mean, there's other holds we could see or could do. You'll see people hold there, but that's higher divs usually, and it's pretty much the same as behind obelisk, so it's not worth noting. Bathhouse, you could see this hold, but probably not. This is something you'd see in higher divs too, where people just kind of hold up or hole up in the bathhouse, but the sniper can just peek from down there and get a nice combo pick. So
Big from bats.
yeah, from underneath bats. I mean, because if he peeks from here, you could
Yes.
maybe get like a demo or
Sniper awareness is key because I need to know as medic where he is so I don't accidentally
Yep.
peek him.
because God,
Yeah.
there is so many sniper spots. You've got here.
You got bats.
You see him peek from there, dance floor.
got dance, bridge.
This is the worst thing they could have done on R2. This used to be solid. You can see through it now. So, I mean, you can see the sniper if he's over here now, but my God, he's got view of the entire point. I don't know why they did this. And he can probably, I was showing this earlier, there's a way you can kind of just wedge yourself up here and then get a pick from over top of it. Ruins, you still got, this is probably the most popular sniper spot. And you can watch down through Bath.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm trying to think of what I may have missed. Oh, by the way, if we're doing a forward hold and we're holding point, CD, you can drop a mini right there. That's not bad, or place it somewhere over here, because that will and wrangle it, because you're probably gonna be wanting to run Wrangler on this map, and that'll just pester the flank. And if sniper tries to come up and you've got like a mini right there, you can just mess with them too. Same with that spot, you can kind of mess with this sniper a bit if he tries to come over here. Now spy. So what spies I think like to do typically, you'll see a lot of them run Dead Ringer. Not really sure why. It's a very poor choice for this map, but nevertheless you'll see it quite often. What they'll do is probably they'll disguise as an enemy scout or friendly scout early and feign their death and go right through here, so just keep an eye out. because they're
Right.
gonna immediately go right over here and decloak right about here. And all the spy's gonna do for 90% of the game is just wait for the people who get within 1 to 2 shot revolver range, so like under 50 HP, and as they stand still for an arrow,
Yeah.
he's just gonna go tap, tap, and they're dead.
Alright, so sorry, as a scout, I'm basically going to be all over the map. I'm going to be on point. I'm going to be in ruins. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you're
be
gonna be switching between combo.
I'll
and-
explain more about your role here in a few minutes, because you're also gonna be the primary Uber on this map.
Okay,
And
then.
I'll explain a little bit more about that in a few minutes. But while I'm thinking over it, I just want to go over Spy. So just keep an eye out here, because Spy will be almost always here in dance floor, just waiting for those low HP targets. So, Med, it's really important that you're hitting your arrows here and trying not to stand too still if you can, because the second you do, you're gonna be just
Wait, you want me on dance floor doing arrows?
No. I want you to just try to hit arrows as best you can and as quick as you can, because otherwise the spy is just gonna like
Oh, I know.
pick people off.
Revolver kill.
I'm always watching dance floor like 80% of the time.
Oh yeah. Also interesting thing, if the spy is here and you're on the dispenser, that's a 90 damage headshot. So just keep that in mind if he chooses to run ambi. Anyway, so Scout.
Yes.
On this map, you are the cleanup crew. So basically, you are a combo member and you are a flank member. You're gonna start here on flank, but then you're gonna go wherever you're pretty much needed. If someone on the flank, like the NG or soldier, says, "Hey, we need you, Scout," like, you're gonna rotate over to the flank and you're gonna clean up whoever they need you to clean up. If someone in the combo, like the demo, says, they need you, you're gonna rotate over here to
Point.
the main area, and you're gonna clean up whoever they want you to.
So basically, I'm going to be more so in the center map, a bit in the back until someone says, "Hey, this guy's low." Then I basically go after that person.
Your presence should be known, but you're not gonna be the primary engager.
Right. So I'm
Like
basically
the soldier is
kinda
probably
yeah. So I'm gonna be jumping between like point, behind point, and the
Bath.
yeah, you're gonna be bouncing all over everywhere. And
used to
you're
that.
just gonna go wherever people tell you to go. And whenever we're ready to Uber in, let's say we want to go for an aggressive Uber, on this map, Scout is pretty much the primary Uber target.
Okay,
So
that's gonna be new for me, but
yeah, so basically, if you're gonna go for an aggressive Uber, where the demo or whoever the main caller is, we're gonna have to sort that one out. Who the main caller is, because I don't think we know who's gonna do that yet. Actually, Drafty, do you want to try main calling?
I can try.
Okay.
Only
So
my
I guess-
preferable Uber targets usually demo and Pyro
Yeah.
for denying cap points.
Well, so from what I've seen, what you do is for an offensive Uber, you take the scouting, because this map is, well, big. And the best target for traversing large distances quickly is definitely the scout, and he can just delete people from existence. So especially if you got like ad, you just take the scout in, and goodbye medic.
All right.
as I said before,
Good-
I do
good-
have
good
a preference for the atomizer, so I do have that extra bit of mobility that should help a little somewhere.
All right.
I would take, if you can, Rap Assassin. That is
I
like
know.
the best thing you could
Yeah,
totally
'cause
do
it
on this map.
I know,
contributes to the
Rap
spam.
Assassin for Rap Assassin Boss Ambassador atomizer
Let me-
for victory.
Let me point out though, when I hit 30% Charizard, you need to start retreating. You know,
Yeah,
at least get me
certainly.
back to let me at least get me back to mid or with somebody where I can retreat safely.
No.
Right.
Like when I say retreat, that means start pulling back. You know, unless you can clear like if you're chasing somebody like the medic or somebody that's low health, if you can get them, you can go and get them. But it's kind of like don't chase them all the way back, because
Yeah,
I will leave you to die.
I'm fine
Honestly-
with being left to die.
You should, yeah, I mean, running the med back would be huge, especially if you end up in somewhat deep, because the medic will gain your movement speed bonus, so that's huge. Although, honestly, if you had to leave the med, and the med can make it just back here to the rest of the combo, to like pick
Like-
off. Let's say they just fit. You know the demo's weak. You can just tap them. And it might not be bad at that point after you've like already wrecked their combo to just continue to pick off the demo or something.
Right.
But
I'm probably gonna.
I would say don't do that unless it's like you can definitely 100% secure like a demo kill or something. Also, on Koth, it's worth noting that whoever has the point has the longer respawns. So
Right.
keep that in
Yeah.
mind.
Right, I gotta be a little bit more I'm gonna be more cautious. I definitely have to practice
Yeah.
the Rapid Assassin Lake Guillotine combo. Or
Yeah.
and Lakeside.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna
so-
do that a bit tonight and tomorrow.
Yeah, so your Rap Assassin and Guillotine are really only to pester people. If you're gonna actually kill someone, you want to be using your gun. So just keep that in mind too.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much Scout. Pyro, you're just gonna be
Playing with combo.
pretty much. I mean, Pyro can work as a flanker, but we're probably not.
I mean,
gonna
yeah,
do
the
that.
meta is play with combo. So go down main, hang with medic, make sure nobody stabs him.
You'll get Ubers for me for denial of point.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. So sorry. If we're getting pushed, right, and you have to, and we need to Uber to deny them, Pyro demo, standard defense.
Yep, just air blasts them to hell.
Yep. Pyro, you're just gonna be reflecting spam and pushing people away, denying their Uber. I think I'm not all up to date on my pyro tech. I'm pretty sure if you just air blast the floor, you'll knock them
Yep,
up. So that's kind of
I
cool.
know. I can juggle.
Hell yeah. So
Yep.
that's pretty sweet. And then demo can go in and do work to clean up. After Ubers, by the way, I should mention this. After we Uber and we push them, everyone needs to be coming and cleaning up. And I mean everyone. So Scout, Soldier, Demo, maybe to a lesser extent Pyro, just keep protecting the med because the spy will definitely be after you. Heavy, everyone just walk across the point, slaughter, just slaughter. So now let's say we go in and we pick their med. Let's say even if it was a dry push, which we can get into later on maps. What they're probably gonna do is suicide. Everyone is just like their medic drops. At that point, they're just gonna do a suicide wave for us and try to force us. And conversely, should our med go down, and there's no reason we really shouldn't just suicide them if we're gonna lose. And see if we can force their Uber, assuming that they have Uber, and let's say we.
What I may do if like at the beginning, because I'll always start off with normal Uber, but if I for some reason get dropped by an early bomb or something like that or stab, what I'll do is I'll switch to Crits Krieg and then.
The only thing is if we switch to crits.
Well, all we have to do is like that's the thing. Well, we just need to be aggressive and we just need to like at least make sure sniper's down, and then we could go in. It'll catch them off guard. It works. It works like 9 out of 10 times. They usually just don't expect it.
As long as we can force them, I don't see why we can't try that.
Like I said, only if I go down. If I can't get my Uber built in time, that's usually my go-to. Is I'll do a switch to Crits Krieg.
I mean, I'll
make sure to let everyone know that.
I'll be doing my best job to make sure you're not going down.
I appreciate that.
Just
I'll do my best to stay alive and clean up detail and just harass for the guillotine and wrap. I'll probably practice that soon.
Race, just watch for here.
Yep.
Here. That's big.
On top of the box. On top of the barrels.
Those spots. But you don't even really need to strail that far.
I'll just pop them with the
You're
det.
actually not the main spy checker.
It's heavy.
Or not. Yeah, heavy. The only thing is heavy's gonna be. So you're gonna be
I deflect spam.
If you have. Yeah, if you had like a
over
let's
the
say
point.
detonator too, you'd be spamming them with the detonator. I think you mentioned running shotgun.
Yeah, I can run
So, yeah, if you're running shotgun, I don't know where that how that is in the current meta, but
I can just pop the
if you do
stickies
that,
away and then shoot them.
yeah. So reflecting spam, spy checking, heavy should primarily be just watching from obelisk. If he's got his back here and he's doing his job, no, they're not getting close. There's no way the spy can realistically make a play until let's say a soldier bombs in and he's distracted, and you're distracted.
Alright, so we'll just have to
I'd say with
call
the
who's
heavy,
dealing with bombs, yeah.
I would say heavy. Heavy should probably be the one primarily dealing with it, with a soldier bomb anyway. When it comes to bombs too for soldier, the soldier should never bomb if they have 9 out of 9. If all their players are up, do not bomb unless I explicitly call for it.
Oh, you'll get melted.
Yeah, well, because lower divisions too, NG is probably not going to be building or in and around bathhouse as much. He's going to be building here. And I mean, if you do like a really good speed shot, like you jump up and then, oh, where was it? So you like jump from here, do a pretty solid wall shot off obelisk, you can jump right over here into dance floor, and you can avoid the mini and rain death on them from over here. But there's also 9 players, they're just gonna shoot you down anyway. But that's actually a good tech too. There's a couple things you could do. Like you could do, I think the big one is shoot here, shot off the obelisk, and you can get 2 rockets on the med. Or if you make it into dance floor, I mean, that's just free real estate. And also, if you have control of bathhouse, a really nice jump is you just come out here, jump from here, wall shot, and that's really good. You can also do forget somewhere, maybe it was off obelisk, you can do like a really high jump. I think it was obelisk. And if you do that, you can pretty much sink 2 rockets and that's an insta drop. But that's also really important. The soldier must focus on coordinating bombs. Because even if they're, let's say their heavies checking and their pyro is checking, all it takes is 1 bomb. Even like just run out here, a bathway entrance and just, I don't know, do where was the jump? I'm suddenly blanking on it. I don't just jump at them, and that'll give like me enough time to just jump down and stab someone. And even if they don't go down, you just land like, let's say a rocket on the med. I mean, he'll be like 70 or under, probably, and I can just revolver him down. Worst case scenario.
All right.
So that's really good. Now, here's something important that I think I forgot to mention in an Uber exchange. So, when an Uber exchange happens, let's say they Uber from this side. We absolutely have to Uber from this side as well. Same goes for if they Uber from here, we need to Uber from here. Because let's say they Uber from this side here. They're able to walk over onto point. If we Uber from the opposite side, well, yeah, I mean, this is a little awkward. They're still on the damn point, and we're not. We can't contest that. Versus if we're both here, we can, like, we're actually actively contesting the point and keeping them off, denying them cap time, or maybe we're getting cap time. And that's pretty good. I'm trying to think what else we have. I don't think we went over dry pushes at all. Did we go over that at all?
We said we were going to go back to that later. When you just mentioned it in passing.
So what we could do is if we just wanted to, well, so going back to the sniper getting buffed and getting a pick, that's really good. But even if they don't, let's say flank gets a pick, or On the worst case scenario, nobody's able to get a pick. We can always just buff up everyone and literally just all group up and just waltz in as a group. And what'll happen is if there's snipers up, unfortunately one of us will probably go down. But we'll still have this giant ball of death running at the point, and Heavy could fist of steel in too to help make sure he doesn't go down. And then just everyone just pile on the point.
You're telling me we're gonna like storm the beaches of Normandy on these guys?
Pretty much.
We're gonna basically dogpile on the point here and basically keep
Oh.
Normandy beats.
On God.
You can do the same thing from main too, depending on where their sniper's looking, although he can kind of easily rotate, so that's unfortunate. And this works better on lakes. I'm just trying to think here. Med probably shouldn't go in. On product, what you could do is like have the med go in, and then depending on whether or not you get the pick or the force, you can tell the med to commit or just decide to do a suicide wave on here on lakeside. And there's no way to really have the med go in and not commit. So on a dry push, probably the med should just stay back with the pyro. Or the heavy, one of the two. So, I'm trying to think here. Well, I'm thinking, do you guys have any questions?
Outside just making sure I got everything down, just bounce around and fit, and if anyone says that someone's low, to go immediately for that guy as my role as a scout. After that, that's pretty much it for me.
Yep.
Demo man seems
You're
pretty
the cleanup crew, which is cool because you get to steal people's kids or kills. You just said kids.
Your people's kids.
Good God.
For 6's scrim at 9:30. What time is it right now?
9:17. So we got.
Okay. Oh boy.
So let's
Archon map.
try to wrap this up in about 5 minutes or so.
So let's do this. There's not enough time to go over product. So let's do this. The MSG wanted to do primarily lakeside, so why don't we just focus on lakeside this time around, and then we'll come back to product.
Alright.
Kind of wish we could do product because that's the one I have like 6 pages of handwritten.
Watch
notes
a
on from this
YouTube
morning.
video. Watch a YouTube video about product. There are map reviews out there.
There's a very good one from what's the name? I watched it earlier. It's very comprehensive. There's just a few things that would need to be added to it. That's the wrong notebook. I have like 1 billion notebooks next to me.
If you can find the notebook, take pictures and send it to us.
Hell yeah. All right, here it is. Let me see, cause I did put my source in the notebook. Carl MacLane was the Highlander map bud Koth product viaduct. That was one of the main sources I had. That one was really good, very comprehensive. I think it was from like 2015, but a lot of it still holds true. So, very, very good. But we'll focus on that another day. For callouts, let's just talk about comms for a minute. We want to try to keep comms pretty clear. Often in lower divisions, especially, you'll hear comms get very, very cluttered. There'll be a lot of excitement and just voicing of random things. If we can, let's try to avoid doing that and keep everything kind of clear and concise. So for example here, if let's say they Uber, so just call like, let's say Uber at point, Uber at right side point, Uber at left side point, you get a med pick, med down. If you're the med and you go down and say, I'm med, I'm down, you see someone like sniper dance floor, sniper ruins, sniper bats, things like that. Or like if you want to focus someone, say like, or let's say you get damage, call your damage number. So let's say you hit the scout for 102. Okay, scout took 102. Let's see here. Or if you can do the mental math, and you know they have like 10 health remaining, you can say like scout 10 HP ruins. I mean, that's pretty good. That'll make it really easy for like a scout to follow up and get the kill. So let's say 100 damage on the pyro in lobby. Pyro took 100 lobby. Other than that, there isn't really much else to say. Just everyone remember, everyone has to follow up on post to clean up the kills, and everyone needs to commit to our pushes and dry pushes. If people don't commit and we're not all coordinated, the pushes are going to fail, and this map is going to be a miserable experience.
So this is a map where you have to commit, and
Yep. And
if we get picked, you have to be aggressive, and if they get picked, you have to be basically suicidal.
if they get like a med pick, then you go suicidal.
Right.
That's also too. I wouldn't do that if we have the point. Like if they get a med pick, we're not sack waving. That's like if they have the point.
Alright.
Because like.
Right, if we have point, we
because
have
we did-
long as respawn times. If they have point, they have long as respawn times, and we don't.
Yes. So, Koth is all about not bleeding players, so try not to die as best you can, and we're gonna push off the picks we get. Alright, and I think that about sums up product for the moment, or Lakeside for the moment. I'll tell Spoons that we're gonna do 2 rounds of Lakeside tomorrow. And then hopefully we can do product next week, because that's a real fun map.
Alright.
What was it? Windex. If I'm running Chris Krieg, you're my primary target for the stickies, obviously.
You know it.
Fuck, there's 2 of you.
Alright, I might just do Prey Voice, Rap Assassin stuff, because I'm feeling like I'm in too much of a habit to use guillotine and Rap Assassin a little too much, so.
I'll mention that, yeah, I don't know if you guys saw the posts. I forget, I think I turned off pings for, like, the Discord, so that people wouldn't get flooded. But I did post a call-out sheet for Lakeside and Product in their respective map information channels.